Thank you. Tonight, our Saints Volleyball family joins together for a cause that reaches far beyond the court. Our annual Dig Pink Game is dedicated to raising awareness and showing support for all those affected by cancer, the survivors, the fighters, and the loved ones we've lost. We especially want to honor the family members of our players who have courageously battled and survived cancer. Your strength and perseverance embody the Franciscan values of compassion, respect, and service that guide our community. To every survivor here tonight and to those watching from afar, this game is for you. At this time, let's introduce tonight's starting lineups first for the visiting Titans. A junior defensive specialist, number 3, Abby Weber. A freshman middle hitter, number 4, Kendall Rhodes. A freshman outside hitter, number 6, Camilla Gordon. A sophomore defensive specialist, number 10, Emily Fish. A junior setter, number 12, Bryn Lake. A senior middle hitter, number 17, Riley White. And a libero, a senior, number 1, Sydney. The Titans are coached by Kelly Topolsky. And now, the starting lineup for your Fighting Saints. First up, a senior outside hitter from Joliet, Illinois, number 13, Riley Hogan. A freshman outside hitter from Elmhurst, Illinois, number 14, Jenna Roscoe. A freshman middle hitter from Joliet, Illinois, number 15, Delaney Kirsty. A sophomore center from Waukegan, Illinois, number 16, Alyssa Tesley. A freshman defensive specialist from Joliet, Illinois, number 18, Maya Broadway. And a senior middle hitter from Ingleside, Illinois, number 19, Cadence Woodrich. And a libero, a sophomore from Frankfort, Illinois, number 4, Annie Simon. Your Fighting Saints are coached by Karen Courier.
Live from Joliet, Illinois, in the Pat Sullivan Center at Pat Quigley Court, this is the USF Sports Network's coverage of USF and CCAC Women's Volleyball. I'm Alex Melkars, getting set to bring you tonight's matchup between the visiting Titans of Indiana University South Bend and your Fighting Saints. Let's take a look at the starting lineups tonight. First for the 9-16 Indiana University South Bend Titans. It's Abby Weber, Kendall Gertis, Kimora Gorman, Emily Maish, Bryn Lake, and Riley Grott. The libero tonight, number 1, Sydney Hanna. You see her on the court on the left. For the Fighting Saints, wearing pink tonight, it's Riley Hungate, Jenna Wasco, Delaney Kirstein, Alyssa Teske, Maya Broadway, and Cadence Woodrich with the libero, number 4, Ann Simon, who is on the screen. Broadway with the opening serve, and we are underway. Titans with the first chance. That might have been a block out, and we are going to get a net violation. Look like on 19, Woodrich. The Titans had a good chance to just let that ball fall, it looked like, and get out of it with a free point, but they decided to play it. They get the free point anyways after the net violation. On the serve is Sarah Schmidt. Titans keep it alive. Hungate tries to spike, and that's going to be 4 touches. Hungate tried to touch over the net, but it didn't quite get there, went off the netting. She tried to play it off. It results in a 4 touch. And correction, it's Emily Maish doing the serving for the Titans. Up 2-0 early on here. The set from Teskey, the swing from Hungate, and the Saints are able to keep it alive, and an attempt at a hit on one, and Simon watches it fall beyond the line. And the Fighting Saints are on the board for the first time. It's 2-1. The Fighting Saints entered this match 14-11 overall, 10-2 in the CCAC, which is good enough for second place behind Viterbo, who they still have to play one more time. A swing on the far side and a nice dig by Maya Broadway, the DS freshman who's gotten a lot of time early on for the Fighting Saints. On the far side, it's Carson who puts it down. It was a bit of an awkward swing. It's out of bounds for a Fighting Saint point, and because of that awkward swing, she sends it beyond the sideline. So here's Ann Simon serving long. That is Simon's 24th serving error on the season. She entered tonight with 41 aces. She appeared in 31 matches last year, but just 78 sets. Already appeared in 73 sets, now 74 this year for the Fighting Saints. It's the libero, Sydney Hanna, doing the serving for the Titans on the left, and here we go. Teskey the set, swinging on the far side, and looks like a touch. No, didn't get it. Jenna Wasco with the swing, thought she had a touch from one of the Titans defenders, didn't quite get the call. Wasco, a freshman out of Elmhurst, Illinois. 108 kills on the season, but that will be her 65th error. Hitting at a 125 clip entering tonight as Teskey sets Hungate, the leader for this team, and she is blocked by a tandem of Titans. It's Gorman and it's Grott teaming up on the near side. Grott has 40 blocks on the year. That leads the Titans, and they're on a huge run here, up 5-2 early on. Teskey setting middle, it comes off awkwardly, and Hannah was able to handle it. Now a big swing on the far side by Alyssa Carson. Carson's 57th kill of the year. She has 165.5 points entering tonight's match. Hannah dug out. Near side, the tip shot is blocked. We'll try again. Teskey, far side for Wasco, and a huge pancake save by Hannah. Teskey again to set. Goes backside and another awkward swing from Wasco. Titans are going to have another good chance. Dug out by Hungate. They keep it alive. Touch and down. Teskey able to connect that time with Wasco. They'll bring on Masana now, who has been, I should say, the traditional starting setter this year for the Fighting Saints. Entering tonight, Talia Masana, 336 assists to 15 errors. She's also grabbed 150 digs in this 6-2 system. Swing on the near side from the southpaw is dug out. It was a nice look from Kamara Gorman, just couldn't finish it, and now it goes long off the hand of Hungate. Riley last season had 316 kills and hit at a 158 clip. This year she's around that number at 155, averaging just over 3 kills per set. Hungate digs out. Saints down 4 in the first set. A little touch by the lefty, stays up, and Teskey watches it go down. She'll get credit for a kill after a couple of mishandles by the Titans. And checking in for USF is Emma Rodriguez. And if you couldn't guess, based on the pink jerseys, it is the Dig Pink night here at Pat Sullivan Center in support of breast cancer awareness. It was a poor set on the near side from the setter. And it looked like Alyssa Carson into an awkward spot. It ends up with a net violation and a Fighting Saint point at 7-5. And another big swing dug out by Simon on the back line. Masana sets Hungate, and a nice dig from Hannah. Set by Lake and a swing from the back line from Maish. Free ball coming. See what the Titans can do with it. That might have gone out had they let it go. Big swing and down. Riley Grott. Wasn't quite a slide, but she was in motion when she went up for that ball, and she puts it down for the kill. South Bend with an early lead, 8-5. The Fighting Saints defeated the Titans earlier this year on September 16th, 3-1, 3-1. And right now it's been South Bend so far in control of the match as Hungate comes from the middle and gets a touch. Riley Hungate grabs her first kill of the set, hitting -250. She's the only Saint with any hitting percentage. Just the second kill on the night for the Fighting Saints. Wasco has the other, but she also has an error. Serve coming from Kirsten. Set from Lake and a swing on the near side is handled nicely by the Fighting Saints. And Masana has to hit from a flat-footed position. And a sidewinder out of bounds on the far side by Emily Maish. Gives the Fighting Saints another point. They've climbed back to within one. It's 8-7 in favor of the Titans here in the first set. If you're just tuning in, the Titans jumped out to an early lead. USF has been slowly crawling its way back into the match. And now here they are, just 1 point back. Service from Kirstein, and they go over on two, but it's handled nicely by the Fighting Saints. Teske, left-handed, big shot and a huge dig. And we're going to have a ball handling error in the middle. Riley Grott with the ball handling error, trying to catch the Fighting Saints sleeping. But it was the big swing by Teske that caught Hannah in between positions. She was able to get it up. And the Fighting Saints end with the point. She goes with a touch this time on the far side. Hungate sets. The swing coming from Rodriguez. Masana again, near side Rodriguez. Nice dig on the back line. Lake with the set. Swing coming. Maish misses long. Fighting Saints have the lead, 9-8 here in the first set. You're watching the USF Sports Network. We've got two matches, or contests, I should say, tonight for you. We've got a soccer match on the YouTube channel as well, and that's going to go down as an ace. Delaney Kirstein. And on the left side, the Titans are rowing the boat on the bench. That group led by Coach Callie Topolsky in her second season. Getting on her knees for the dig is Hannah, and it was a nice play, but it results in a free ball. Masana, Teske throws it down, and Hannah, a one-arm dig. Far side again, Maish, and she finds an open spot in the Fighting Saints defense. Delaney Kirstein was just a step late getting there. It's 10-9. Serve coming from Riley Grott. 28 aces on the year to 42 errors. Masana saves it. And now the Fighting Saints will have to play defense. Maish again. In. Maish already 2 kills on 6 swings. She's accumulated 2 early points in the match, and we're tied at 10 here in the first set. And Simon the dig, the libero today, and a low set for Woodrich from Masana might have resulted in the poor swing there from Cadence. Masana on the year, that's just her 16th assist error. Kept that one a little too low. That's going to be an ace. And grittying through the group is Riley Grott, who just got her 29th ace of the year. Not to mention her 126 kills to go along with it. She's been a big point getter this year for the Titans, already 181 points on the season. The Saints do get this one up, and it's going to be Rodriguez with the swing. It goes over on one, and Teske tries to catch the Titans sleeping. She doesn't. On the slide, it's Emily Adams, handled by Simon, set by Masana. Here comes Teske. Simon digs it up. They go over on one again. And now Hungate will set out of bounds on the block attempt. Emma Rodriguez going to get credit for the kill. And that was just a wonky possession there, or rally, I should say. A couple of odd decisions to hit on one in a panic, but they did get the job done as the Fighting Saints down by a point. Teskey gets it over. Has to be set by Hannah. It'll be an awkward swing coming from Maish. Teskey sets. And a big fire from Jenna Wasco to find the open corner on the far side of the court. That's a big swing from Jenna Wasco. 116 points this year. Go alongs with 15 total blocks and 108 kills entering today's match. And Hannah will give a free ball. Teskey goes over on two. Tries to keep the Titans sleeping, but a nice reaction from Adams. And a nice one-handed dig from Teskey. Rodriguez goes up for it. We have a whistle, and it's going to be a net violation. They got Rodriguez. Sub coming in for the Titans. That's the starter, Kamar Gorman, back into the front row. Set to serve is Bryn Lake. Here it comes. Simon, an awkward dig. Teskey, an awkward set. And a big swing from Wasco. It's blocked away. Saints keep it alive, and another swing from Wasco. Here's a possession for the Titans now as Maish with a big swing. Handled by Simon on the back line. Awkward set and off the antenna for Wasco. That should be a bad set. No way they give credit for an attacking error there, and the Fighting Saints are going to take their first timeout. South Bend up 14-12. We'll step away for 30 seconds. You're watching Fighting Saints Volleyball on the USF Sports Network. Welcome back to the Pat Sullivan Center. Alex Melkar's here with you. It's Indiana South Bend up 14-12. Kara Courier and the Fighting Saints forced to use their first timeout as they just can't quite get things to go their way. Serve coming from Lake, and here we go again. Rodriguez the dig, Simon the set, near side Wasco. Good swing, little low, handled by Hannah. The southpaw Gorman with a good swing, but it's dug out by Hungate. And another poor set that gets tapped back over for the Titans. Hannah sets Maish out of bounds on a touch. It's another kill for Maish, her fourth. She's hitting a 182 clip to begin this ball game. Lake again to serve. Dug by Simon, that might have been long. Teskey sets Rodriguez. And it's an awkward rolling shot that catches the Titans in between players. Rodriguez a nice kill. And she'll head to the bench after that minor victory. Maya Broadway, the DS, in on the back row. She started the match serving. She'll do the honors here again. Broadway on the year, 25 aces, just 11 errors. 27 points on the year and 208 digs thus far. Low set, blocked back, and we'll do it again for the Titans. Hannah, Maish, dug out nicely by Simon. Teskey gives it to Hungate, and it'll be a free ball. Set from Lake. Swing on the near side from Gorman. Dug out nicely by Broadway, and the Fighting Saints go over on two, and it's long. 16-13 South Bend, and this is not what the Fighting Saints envisioned when they came into this game tonight. As I mentioned, Indiana University South Bend 9-16. They are hot lately. Winners of their last four, but before that they had a 4-game losing streak. As that is another miscue, an unforced error for the Fighting Saints, as that swing goes wide. 17-13 after the Jenna Wasco attack error. Now we get to see the back line of Emily Maish with the serve. Hannah. They'll go over with a touch. Set coming. Hungate on a slide, tries a roller, and that's on the line. What ball placement from Riley Hungate, whether that was on purpose or an accident, it counts. I mean, what an unbelievable shot from Riley Hungate. And I'm not sure if that's what she was going for, but she couldn't throw it any better into that spot. And Simon, dug out by Maish. Set from Lake, and a big swing on the far side by Alyssa Carson that the Fighting Saints are able to handle. Another opportunity for the Titans is blocked away. Carson a touch, dug out by Teskey. Broadway looking for Hungate. And a nice dig from Hannah. Far side, Carson, yes! Titans are rolling here in this first set. Up by 4, and they've had the momentum and the lead for practically the entire set. Hannah will serve. 8 kills for the Titans thus far to USF's 5. Wasco rather, is blocked. Hungate goes over. And we're going to have a backline attack. An error by the Saints again, and it's 19-14. You can see it in Coach Kara Courier's demeanor. She is upset, and rightfully so. This is not the level that her team's been playing at this season. 10-2 in the CCAC, and they are struggling here against an opponent that is 5-6. Lake hands off a nice pass to Grott, who finishes in the middle, right down the middle of the court of St. Francis. And South Bend leads by 6. It's 20-14. Another timeout for Kara Courier to talk things over. We're back in 30 seconds on the USF Sports Network. Fighting Saints down 6 in the first set. Coming out of the timeout, the Fighting Saints need a change of momentum and fast. They trail 20-14 to Indiana University South Bend, a team they beat 3-1 a few weeks ago, a little over a month ago actually now. The match was on September 16th. Hannah the serve, and we're underway. An awkward dig means a long set, and Hungate puts it into the net. Saints down a touchdown and an extra point. Just not the sequence of events you're looking for if you're Coach Courier. Hannah again to serve. Another awkward dig by Broadway. Simon a backline set. Hungate, her kill attempt was touched. It will be a point for the Fighting Saints, but again, it wasn't a very convictive swing, not a lot of hard contact there, but they'll take the points where they can get them. Masana back on the court here. She will serve, usually flat-footed. It's a sidewinder, dug out by Maish. Lake the set, and it's a long attack off of the hand of Kamara Gorman. All right, Saints with 2 unanswered points. See if we can get something going here. Masana drops it in. Hannah had to get on the ground, and a big swing off the back line by Carson, and the dig goes over the net and out of bounds. It was a nice effort from Broadway, but she couldn't get it up enough, too much of an angle. It ends up over the net for a Titan point. 22-16, first set. Coming down to crunch time here if the Fighting Saints want a chance to come back here. Broadway handles it awkwardly, and she's had a couple of freshman moments here, but she's been rather brilliant thus far for the Fighting Saints, entering tonight with 208 digs in 65 sets played with 25 service aces to go along with her 35 sets, mostly from the back line. Adams the serve, Hungate the dig, Masana the set, swing in the middle coming. And it was a nice one from Wasco, but the Titans handle it. Simon has to get on the deck to get that one. Masana, back set, Teskey off the hands. Hannah slaps at it and gets it up. Free ball coming. Simon, Masana, Wasco blocked. A solo block in the middle. Riley Grott. Grott came into tonight with 40 blocks. That's her second already tonight, or 1.5 rather. But that is a solo block for her. Season high is 4 blocks. It came on September 6th against Bryan. Hungate finds Masana back to Hungate. Big swing, and that's going to go down. So we'll do another set point here for the Titans. This time it will be the Fighting Saints with the serve. Hungate will do the honors here for the Fighting Saints. Gets it just over, dug out by Adams. Lake, the set, and a big swing by Alyssa Carson. Free ball for the Titans. They go with a slide play, dug out by Simon. Hungate, Rodriguez is long, and that's the first set. Indiana South Bend is playing its best volleyball of the season, and it's showing here tonight. They've won 4 straight, and they got a good chance at 5 with the way the Fighting Saints have played thus far. See what adjustments Coach Courier makes to the lineup and or the alignment of this squad. The Fighting Saints down 25-17 after the first set of play, down 1-0 here on the USF Sports Network. Welcome back inside the Pat Sullivan Center. I'm Alex Melcars here through one set of play. It is Indiana University South Bend 1, the Fighting Saints 0. And I tell you what, the Fighting Saints are going to use all of that 2.5-minute timeout clock to discuss adjustments, even just motivation in that huddle from Coach Kara Courier. The Titans were on the court with still a minute on the clock. So they're well aware of how well they're playing, and they want to keep it rolling here. Kara Courier, in her 24th season with the Fighting Saints, is 3 times the CCAC Coach of the Year during her tenure. Over 500 wins. That 500th win came in 2022, so she's well eclipsed the 500 mark by this point. And she's gotten 30 wins 3 times, by the way, and her win total ranks within the top 20 of active NAIA coaches. Not CCAC coaches, NAIA coaches. And it starts off with an unforced error again. Celeste Zavala into the match, supposedly for Broadway. Has a serve fall right in front of her off the hands of Bryn Lake. So nothing quite clicking so far defensively for the Fighting Saints. Lake again is long. So a service error from Lake gets the Fighting Saints on the board here in the second set. And after an ace, she immediately gets an error, and that is something that Lake has done pretty frequently this season. Now 33 aces on the year to go with 32 errors. So there's a nice little 50-50 split there right about. Simon the serve. Lake the set and a tap over, but a nice job by Wasco to be there. Hungate an awkward swing, and the Titans will set up again. Near side, big swing from Maish. Blocked back, and the Titans will reset. And Kamara Gorman, with a left-handed swing, does it again. All things Indiana South Bend thus far as Coach Callie Topolsky watches on in delight. Zavala the dig. Teskey sets, back set, touched over, and it was a good idea by Teskey, and it will result in a free ball. Hungate sets, now Teskey. Wasco puts it over off the fingertips. And another fingertip swing, this one by the Titans in the middle. It was Kendall Gertis, and she's going to get a kill out of it. Some days it's just going your way. Those awkward swings tend to find holes in the defense when you're having a really good day like the Titans are. Zavala, Wasco, an awkward hit. Free ball coming. Unforced error again. Lake in the middle. Plays over. Hungate a swing on one. They go back and forth a couple of times. And a swing, a big one. Maya Broadway, yet another kill for her. She has been fantastic this year. Alyssa Carson, 165.5 points entering tonight. Just 56 kills, but she has hit some boomers tonight for the Titans. Teskey sets Hungate, and that is a big swing from her. Needed some of that energy. Riley Hungate, the captain of this squad, with a big swing to bring some energy not only to the bench, but to the fans here in the arena. Masana will serve. Hannah the dig. Set by Lake. And here we go on the near side. Hungate swing. Yes! 2 straight kills for Riley Hungate. She's finding her stride now. Hungate on the night now. 6 kills. Does have 5 errors, but she's had 2 consecutive big ones here. Masano will serve yet again. Backline dig by Maish. Lake sets Carson, and she splits the defense again. Alyssa Carson continues to terrorize the Fighting Saints defense. That is kill number 5 for her tonight. 15 total attacks, 2 errors for a hitting percentage of .200. Hannah serves. Hungate digs. Masano the set. In the middle. An awkward swing, but the Titans have trouble with it. What a play by Carson to keep it alive. Initially it looked like, but it's outside the antenna. It's a Fighting Saint point. Here's Hungate. Down 1 in the second set. Down 1 in the match. Lake finds Gorman. And Gorman's going to get a kill off the touch of Masana, who had to dive on the deck to get it. when things are not going your way, they're just not. And the Fighting Saints, who practically dominated this Titans team in South Bend, they're getting a little bit of their own medicine here. The Titans came to play tonight, making the long bus drive from South Bend this afternoon. Hungate finds Masana, swing in the middle, and down for a kill. That's Delaney Kirstein again. Her second kill of the night. 6-5 now in favor of South Bend here in the second set. And we will see Kirstein serve. That dig's long. Rodriguez goes over on one, and then the Titans go over on two, and we're going to have an illegal hit. So the Fighting Saints get a free point to tie the match. Sixes. Kirstein right on the sideline, and here's a slide coming, and a huge swing. Initially called in off the swing of Riley Grott on the slide, is overruled by the head official on the ladder. The Fighting Saints get a point on the attacking error of Grott. It's 7-6, their first lead since early in the first set. The set attempt is blocked. And Grott gets another touch. Grott makes up for her mistake on the last rally and ties this match up at 7. And Simon coming into the game as the libero. Simon with the dig off of the serve from Carson. And a big swing down for, it looked like 16 in pink. That would be Alyssa Teskey. And she has been quite the two-way player, listed as both a setter and a right side in her sophomore campaign. Out of Mokina, Illinois. 252 points entering tonight. 30 blocks to go along with 217 kills and 266 assists. And later on in the match, we'll discuss how well she played against South Bend earlier this year. But at the moment, it's the Emily Maish show. As Maish gets yet another kill, we're tied at 8. Maish tonight, 6 kills to lead the way for the Titans. In second place is Carson, right behind her with 5. Simon, saved by Teskey. Hungate will swing from the back row to make it at least a little more difficult, but it's practically a free ball. Fighting Saints are awake as they hit on 2. Rodriguez with a left-handed swing, and Maish had to go down to get it, and Maish swings into the block of Woodrich. It's down, and they're actually going to call it 4 touches, so they will not get credit for the block. It will be an attacking error here on the near side, and the Fighting Saints have the lead again. It's 9-8. Alex Melkar is here with you on the USF Sports Network. Great night of Fighting Saints athletics here on the USF Fighting Saints Athletics YouTube channel. We encourage you to check in on the soccer match as well as tonight continues. Wasco with the swing. Now the set from Lake and a light touch over from Maish, and that's unlike her as the attack goes long. Hungate wanted a touch, did not get it. And we're tied again at 9. A lot of give and take here. You get one, I get one. See if one of these teams can put together a run. Lake to serve. Dug out by Zavala. Hungate. Far from the net, but does get it over to the back line. And that's going to go long. No touch from Kamara Gorman. And Gorman this year, 81 points entering the match. 14 blocks to go along with her 71 kills. Does have 44 errors on the year. Free ball for the Saints. Wasco. Hungate, and a big swing from Riley Hungate. The senior leader has been massive in this second set. Up to 7 kills, which far and away leads the Fighting Saints. Despite hitting at just a .048 percentage, she continues to swing, and she's getting good results now. 7 kills on 21 attacks. An awkward set, it's free, and it will be a ball handling error instead So it is ultimately free. The Fighting Saints with a little bit of breathing room now for the Titans. It's 12-9 with Ann Simon on the serve. Simon jump serve. Hannah handles it. They go over on two, and it's slapped up in the air by Teskey to keep it alive, and Hungate with the swing to get it over. Lake, near side Maish, blocked, but in the net. Fighting Saints block it into the antenna. So it'll go down as a kill for the Titans. It's 12-10 here in the second set. Service coming from Maish. Zavala the dig, Teskey the set. Wasco the swing. And Teskey keeps it alive. Hungate goes long. Hungate begging for another touch, not getting the calls at the net that she thinks should be made. Not sure if I had a touch on that one from way back here. Here in the second level of the Pat Sullivan Center. Zavala the dig. Wasco gives it over to Simon. And Simon's free ball is returned for a free ball on one because of the location. It had to be pancaked by the Titans. Another touch. And an awkward swing from Wasco, but that'll count. Simon keeps it up and is unable to get it high enough for Teskey to handle. And obviously Wasco was a step late there as well. None of their faults. It was just well placed. The Fighting Saints went up 3, and now they've allowed a 3-0 run by Indiana University South Bend to tie it at 12. And that's where we stand here in the second set. We're about halfway through. Both teams fighting tooth and nail for the CCAC conference match. You're watching USF Women's Volleyball on the USF Sports Network. We're back in about 30 seconds. Welcome back here at the Pat Sullivan Center. Alex Melcar's here with you. Fighting Saints and Indiana University Titans tied at 12, and that will be an easy kill as reaching over the net was Kendall Gertis, who just put it down with two hands, not an illegal touch, and it gives the Titans the lead. And that's just the kind of night it's been for the Fighting Saints thus far, but they're keeping themselves in this second set here after they allowed the Titans to pull away. Teskey. And it will be a free ball for the Titans. And Coach Kara Courier is beside herself as it ends in another Alyssa Carson boomer for the kill. And it's really the passing is what it is tonight for the Fighting Saints. They just cannot get on the same page to get good looks. And when they do get the good passing, their swings are going long. Hungate, Teskey, back set, Wasco a touch. This should be free. And the free ball is off the net. The Fighting Saints get a freebie of their own. It's 14-13. Masana back on to serve. Has traditionally started this year, but they tried out a new setter as the starter. They gave Teskey the start in the middle. Zavala a diving save. Teskey the set. Hungate a touch slide. And Hannah will try again. And a boomer off the elbow of Masana. It wasn't a traditional one from Alyssa Carson. It was a bit of a push, but it's down for a kill regardless. There are no pictures in the box score. Sydney Hannah to serve again. Titans up 2 in the second set, up 1 in the match. And they needed that big time. Wasco in the middle, a big swing. Great ball placement as well. Rodriguez will check in now for Zavala. Hungate on the back line to serve. Masana will be the setter. Teskey will act as a hitter here. The lefties had a good night, both setting and hitting, I should say, as Riley Hungate was serving and serves into the net for yet another service error, her 30th of the year. 16-14. Titans have yet to use a timeout in either set. They've been rolling to this point. The Saints, on the other hand, have used 3 of their 4 allotted timeouts to this point in the match. An awkward dig from Hungate makes Simon have to put it up towards the net, and it's a running, rolling ball from Rodriguez, and that passes to nobody. Everyone looked at it. Carson was late getting there, and the two middles just watches the ball fall down from the sky. Fighting Saints down 1 here in the second set. See if they can get some momentum here. Kirstein. Carson, dug out after a nice tip at the net. Masana, far side Rodriguez. That's dug out on the far side as well by Adams. Lake sets it nicely. Swing from Grott, dug out on the back line. Hungate a roller. Handled on the back line by Maish. They'll set Carson, and there's no chance for Hungate. Alyssa Carson has come off the bench and dominated this match. 9 kills to lead the way for the Titans. Maish with 7, but Carson hitting at a .273 clip. And she will jump serve a boomer for an ace. Alyssa Carson, her 10th ace of the year, and I can't believe she hasn't had more when she's hitting the ball like this. Oh my goodness. 18-15 Titans. That's going to be long. Carson will check out. Weber will check back in. The DS out of Adrian, Michigan, attended Madison High School. It's her 4th season with the Titans, been a steady presence on the back line over the last 3 years, racking up 198 digs in 2023. And instead of setting, Lake goes over. She'll get a kill, as Teskey was unable to get there in time. Kara having some words with her back line of the defense. Simon. Teskey back sets Rodriguez. Dug out on the back line by Grott. Lake sets Maish, and it's down for yet another kill, and it's all things Titans again. 20-16, which is a very similar score that we saw in the first set. After the Fighting Saints fought tooth and nail to keep this set close, they're starting to see it slip away. What a night for Coach Callie Traposki's squad, and this is where things are different now. The Fighting Saints get a service error. They now control their own destiny on this serve. Down by 3. Last set, when it was 20-16, the Titans extended the lead. Dug out. Lake the set. Near side Maish. Blocked down! Woodrich teams up with Wasco. And the Fighting Saints right back into this thing, down by 2. Rodriguez puts it over. Maish swings again, and she's blocked again by the same team. Woodrich and Wasco team up again. What a couple of rallies here for the Fighting Saints. Down by 4, they've cut it to 1. 20-19 in the second set. Zavala. Dug out by Hannah. Lake the set. Near side Maish. 3rd time's the charm for her. She gets it over without a block. Teskey, far side. Hungate. Dug out. Lake goes over on 2. And the tip by Riley results in a point for the Titans. And Coach Courier is beside herself again. Oh my goodness. Hungate could have let that go for an easy dig and an easy possession for the Fighting Saints, but in the moment, it's a hard decision to make. Simon digs it out. Teskey goes and sets it from the back line. Hungate swings. It's an easy dig for the Titans. Lake the set. Far side. That's Gorman, she had the initial swing for the Titans. And now a free ball, kind of, for the Fighting Saints. Hungate, from out of play, keeps it in play somehow with a sidewinder, and Woodrich unable to block it. It's another kill for the Titans. Kendall Gertis gets credit, and that is the second timeout taken by the Fighting Saints. And Coach Courier wants to have a talk with her captain. See if the Fighting Saints have something in them here. Down by 3 late in the second set, 22-19 on the USF Sports Network. When we come back, the thrilling conclusion to the second set. Welcome back to St. Francis. The Fighting Saints going to use all 75 seconds of this timeout. And it's just been a rough showing from them. This is a team that came in on a 4-game winning streak and has been really good at home. 5-2 record this year, and since September 16th, the Fighting Saints are 10-2. They have a 9-match win streak within the CCAC. In an overall 5-match win streak. And all of that is in trouble here with the Titans, as it has been the Carson and Maish show. 9 kills for Carson, 8 for Maish. Teskey sets Wasco, but it's dug out. An awkward swing, and that is down. (23-19). That one served into the net by Lake. Fighting Saints here, one last opportunity to get back in this. Down 3, second set. Down 1-0 in the match. It's Ann Simon with the serve. Lake, a one-handed set, free ball. Zavala, Teskey, back set, and it's down. Jenna Wasco puts it off the defender's arms, out of bounds for a kill. It's 23-21. Her third kill of the night. Simon, clean again. Hannah, near side for Maish. Right into the arms of Zavala. Teskey, far side, Hungate. Big swing off the Fighting Saints banner on the back wall. You can feel it now in the Pat Sullivan Center. The fans can taste it. The comeback is on. 23-22, second set. Simon's been successful in her last 2 attempts. The third one is down. Difficult opportunity for the libero, but she takes it down easily. Zavala for Hungate, a tip off the netting. Titans keep it alive, and it's another free ball. Zavala, Teskey, Hungate, long, no touch. And she has been long on quite a few attacks tonight. Hungate, 8 kills, 8 errors on 30 total attacks. Set point to the Titans. It's in for an ace. Oh, my. Zavala watched it fall right on the line. It's an ace. And the Titans, I'm at a loss for words, in all honesty. The Fighting Saints just not playing like themselves to this point. 25-22. After 2 sets, it's 2-0. And now the only chance is the reverse sweep, which they have done this year. It has happened before, but very difficult to pull off At this point, it's take it 1 point at a time and get yourself back into this match. Down by 2, we'll see what kind of energy this squad has left in them. We go to the third set on the USF Sports Network when we return. Welcome back to the Pat Sullivan Center. We're set for the third set between the Fighting Saints and the Indiana University South Bend Titans. It has been all South Bend tonight, which is the complete opposite of what we saw the first time these two teams met in South Bend earlier in September. I'm going to read off a couple of stats here that tell the story. Tonight, South Bend, 28 kills. St. Francis, just 15. The hitting percentage is what's going to tell the story here. Fighting Saints, negative 0-1-2. South Bend hitting at 124. While that 124 isn't necessarily a great number, it is yards ahead of what the Fighting Saints have put together thus far. And down 2-0, it's time to put together a run. Maura Babuskow with the first service of the set. And Hungate gets the kill and a burst of emotion from her. She's had a very interesting night. She leads the team in kills, but also leads it in errors. 9 kills, 8 errors on 31 swings, hitting .032. One of just 2 players with a positive hitting percentage tonight. The other is Kirstein, 125. Lake the set, hit in the middle by Kendall Gertis, and they'll get another run at it. Babuskow got an arm on it. Teskey can't play it off the netting. That's a hard angle to get to. It'll be a kill for Maish. Maish, Grott, and Carson hit the ball incredibly. And I find it hard to believe that this Titans squad is only 9-16. Watching those 3 tonight, I should say, they have been really fun to watch and have had a lot of success against the St. Francis defense to this point. Lake sets the middle and put down by Kendall Gertis. Things just not going the Fighting Saints' way. Babuskow the dig. Teskey the back set. Far side Wasco. We're tied again. Jenna Wasco in 69 sets entering tonight recorded 116 points. 64 hitting errors, but does have 108 kills on the season. Simon, the run up, the swing. Lake is forced to go over on 2. Babuskow will set. Hungate swings over on 2, and it will be out for a Fighting St. Point. Just an awkward sequence of events, and the only chance that Carson had to play that ball was by extending her arm up. She did it, and it ended up out of play. Excuse me. Far side Carson in the system this time, and she puts it down right in front of Babuskow. What a swing. And Carson's had quite a few of those that just make you go, wow. Might be the hardest hitter I've seen in this gym in a long time. Hannah. Babuskow now in the middle, handled nicely. It's going to go over. They hit on 1, giving the Titans a free ball. Lake goes over with it on 2. Babuskow sets far side. Wasco, that's blocked down and stays with the Fighting Saints. Hungate on a slide. High roller, dug out on the back line. Carson, big swing, misses wide. Fighting Saints in the lead again for the first time since early in the second set. It's 4-3. They've done much better early in the second set, early here in the third set, but it's the closing out they've struggled with. See if they can keep pace this time. Masana to serve. Hannah the dig. Lake sets it near side. That's Gorman, and she puts it off the net, down on her own side. Fighting Saints get another point, and again, a 2-point lead now for the Fighting Saints. Masana will serve yet again on the right side in pink. Hannah, Lake, and it's a bad set. Intended for Grott. It was just out of her reach. Fighting Saints now up 3 for the first time since the second set as well. 12-9 was the lead in the second set. Hannah has to run and get it. Lake has to bump it for a set, and Carson swings into the netting. And that is the first timeout taken tonight in any of the sets by South Bend. But the Fighting Saints are triggering some miscues now by the Titans for the first time this evening. It's the first time we've really seen South Bend back against a wall. Down 4 early here in the third set. We're back in 30 seconds on the USF Sports Network. Masana will continue her serving streak. It's at 4. Lake sets far side. Carson dug out nicely by Babuskow. Hungate a swing to return. Stays over. Hungate again. Blocked again. Hungate saves it. Masana, far side Teskey. A tap shot off the netting. Lake keeps it alive and over for a free ball. What an effort by the Titans. A slap hit, goes over on 2. Simon a running save. Masana running, puts it back over. Carson puts it down. That stays alive. Unbelievable sequence of events here. Hungate a swing, dug out by the Titans. Hannah, a poor set. Carson with a roller. Masana with a poor hit. Babuskow puts it up. Hungate a swing, blocked over on 1. Simon saves it. Babuskow a two-handed set. Hungate again a swing, stays alive by a pancake by Masana. And that's how it ends! A two-handed set, perfectly placed! Unbelievable rally here at the Pat Sullivan Center. Ends at a South Bend point. What an effort by both teams. I don't think I've ever seen that many saves in a single rally in all of my time around collegiate volleyball. Emily Adams to serve. Long. Saints back on track here, 8-4, but that is a huge momentum shift to the Titans after winning that set, or that rally rather. The immediate service error kind of calms things back down on both sides. Hannah for Carson. Another big swing, this one right before the end line. She's in again for her 10th kill. Check that, her 11th kill to lead the way for the Titans. Maish has 10. Carson hitting above 200, 214. Hungate the dig, but it goes over. Goes over on one on the other side. It was Maish. Tried to get tricky, but missed it long. And the Fighting Saints get a point out of it. It's 9-5. Serving now for the Saints is Delaney Kirstein. And that's an ace! Two Titans players don't communicate. They come together. It was Hannah and it was Weber. They came together. No communication. The ball falls as the two of them went for it at the same time, and it's an ace for Kirstein. She'll serve again. Goes back to the same spot. Lake. Maish. Good effort by Hungate to get it up, but it ends up going straight down. It's 10-6. That's going to go long. The serve from Grott misses long. Grott tonight has 2 solo blocks to go along with her 2 service errors. Bit of the good and the bad there. Lake. Maish along the netting, dug out by Rodriguez. Kirstein tried to respond, and now Rodriguez will eventually get it over. Lake in the middle, tipped. Rodriguez an effort. It came back down, and it will go as a kill for Lake, who got up and just put it down onto the gaggle of Fighting Saints there in the middle of things. There wasn't really an opportunity to communicate or react. It was just kind of an awkward play. The Fighting Saints, despite the miscues in this set, up 11-7. Simon, Teskey, Kirstein off the ceiling, and the Fighting Saints, their largest lead of the night in any set. It's 12-7. Babuskow to serve. Playing in her first set tonight, but was very prevalent last season as a freshman. Played in 32 matches and 106 sets. And the tip attempt from Gorman is blocked away and put down. We'll see if they mark that as a block or a kill. And they do give a block to Hungate and Woodrich, who went up together. Hannah gets the attack error. Hungate and Woodrich get credit for the block. Timeout, South Bend. Already their second of the set, and it's only 13-7, so no timeouts the rest of the way for the Titans. We'll step away for a few moments, get you back here for the rest of this third set on the USF Sports Network. We're set, ready for action again. Babuskow to serve. Saints up by 5. And now checking in for the first time tonight is Jillian Bruckner, who's appeared in just 42 sets this season. 63 kills on the year, 74 points in total. And Babuska will get us going again with the right hand. Lake sets Maish, blocked out of bounds. And don't look now, Carson is checked back in. Not the person you want to see. Teskey. Wasco gave us a chance there. Carson again, a tap pass over. Teskey handles it nicely. And a big swing from Riley Hungate, who has looked very good at times and has struggled at times. Did not struggle there. A big swing and a kill. She's got 11 of those now. She's had 3 consecutive kills without an error and is now hitting at .073 and has garnered 12 points tonight. Difficult serve, handled nicely. Cooper a swing, hits again on one. That was an absurd sequence of events. Cooper swung initially, had it blocked back at her, and her arm was still up, so she just slapped at it again, and she found some open court on the other side. It's 14-9 in favor of the Fighting Saints here in the third set as the Fighting Saints look to get the reverse sweep against the Titans after falling 2-0 early on in this match. Hannah for Teskey. Wasco, a swing is wide. Hannah will do the serving here. The Titans, I've said it a couple times, 9-16 entering tonight. They're playing like a team at the top of the CCAC. That's long. Top 4 in the CCAC are currently Viterbo, who's 11-0. The Fighting Saints at 10-2. St. Xavier at 9-3. Trinity Christian at 8-5. A loss tonight would give St. Xavier the opportunity to tie the Fighting Saints for second place. Masana, dug by Hannah. Lake, over for Cooper, blocked! Teskey teams up with Kirstein for a massive block. The hardest hitter got blocked away. Kirstein entering tonight, 46 blocks for the Fighting Saints. Wasco just 15, but that was a big one from Kirstein there. Huge momentum shift. Fighting Saints by 6. Cooper again, blocked, but it comes down on the Fighting Saints side. Hungate swings, dug out by Maish. Lake back for Cooper. Long! Saints by 7. Alyssa Carson misses long. Saints by 7 here in the third set. Masano to serve yet again. She's had a couple of runs now. Lake looking in the middle, blocked away. Carson will hit again, blocked again. And now a free ball for the Fighting Saints. Masana looking for Hungate. Punched over. Simon has to dive. No one moved their feet. They're going to get Alyssa Teskey, I think, will be the one Coach Courier talks to about that play in film. As another opportunity for the Fighting Saints to extend their lead goes by the wayside. It's 17-11 here in the third set. Hungate tonight, by the way, 10 kills. And it was a poor dig, and Masana was a step or two late getting there. A poor pass, rather. Led to Masana being a step or two late getting there on the set play. 17-12, and they're giving the Titans life. Teskey with the left hand, just pops it over. Lake in the middle. Grott tried to get it over, but now the Titans will have to reset. Carson slams it home, dunking style. And that is an Alyssa Carson kill, number 13 on the night, hitting 167. Here we go. Hall. Another ace. Emily Adams. Don't look now. The Titans have cut it down to 3. 17-14 here in the third set. Timeout. Kara Courier and the Fighting Saints. We're back in a moment on the USF Sports Network. Two very different vibes on each bench. In Indiana South Bend, despite being down, much louder, much more positive. The Fighting Saints almost feels like they're losing the set. Lake over on 2 and then slapped over by Kirstein. They settle down now. Hall sets Hungate, the junior out of Sullivan, Illinois, right into the match for the first time. Just her 42nd set played this season, and finds yet another assist for her. 164 now on the year for the junior transfer. Carson taps it over and finds a home in front of the setter, Hall. Hall played at Frontier Community College last season, appeared in 33 matches, amassed 207 kills, 202 assists, and 152 digs. Carson, hard jump serve. Teskey gets it back into the middle of the court. Rodriguez, a swing off the back line. Handled nicely by the Titans as Maish comes up, and it's touched at the netting. Hall sets Teskey. Lake over on 1 again, or on 2 rather. Nice swing in the middle of the court. That was Kirstein off the feed from Hall. Woodrich will check in now for Simon, and it will be Kirstein to serve. What a sequence of plays here. Landry Hall has 2 remarkable sets, and in the middle makes a receiving mistake, but the Saints up 4, 19-15 late in the third set. And an unforced error by Kirstein into the netting. 19-16 now. It's getting a little close for comfort. Simon Diggs, Hall the set. Teskey the swing, and down! The two-way player does it again! Alyssa Teskey tonight. 2 kills, 10 assists, 10 digs. She was dominant last time these two teams met up as well. Led the team with 15 kills, 2 aces, 2 blocks, and 15 assists. When these two teams met back in September, Masana had 22 assists in the match. An awkward set by Lake. Saints will have a possession here. Woodrich slaps at it, and it's handled on the back line. Teskey the set. Rodriguez on the run, and it's blocked down. A simple solo block for Kendall Gertis. The Fighting Saints got out of system there. It's a 3-point game again, 20-17 here in the third set. Hungate, Teskey back set. Rodriguez late getting there, just has to pop it over. And she crossed the line. Kara Courier getting visibly frustrated as this team has not played to its potential tonight. Teskey, Kirstein. Check that, Wasco with the kill. Jenna Wasco gets the kill. Having a hard time seeing the difference between 14 and 15 on the back of their jerseys sometimes. And it will be Maura Babuskow in to serve. Started this third set, her first appearance of the evening. And now with just a 3-point lead here in the third, the Saints call upon her to try and close this out. Lake, Maish, blocked, down! Woodrich again! Teaming up with Wasco again. Woodrich. 3 blocks. Four-point game, trying to extend this to a fourth set. Maish, Lake, in the middle, and Babuskow can't handle the big swing from Jillian Bruckner in the middle, the junior out of Niles, Michigan, and the transfer from Lake Michigan College. 3-point game, 22-19. Can the Saints put this one away? Maish is long. An unforced error once again from the Titans. They've had 8 service errors tonight. However, they also have 7 aces to USF's 2. Simon, jump serve. Maish the dig, Lake the set. Carson, dug by Babuskow on the ground. Hungate pops it up, Teskey gets it over. It will be a free ball, but the Saints live to fight another day. Big swing on the other side. Bruckner does it again. 2 kills and 3 points for her. She's quietly having a nice game off the bench now, a 1,000 hitting percentage, which is easy to do when you only have 2 attacks and they're both kills. 23-20. That's long again. Service error number 9 for the Titans. Hall will serve with set point. The junior out of Sullivan, 11 aces this year, 17 errors. What does she have in store for set point to extend the match? Maish, Lake, near side. Nice swing from Bruckner, but it was dug out by Hall. Babuskow off the netting and the antenna. Babuskow set Riley Hungate, and she put it off the antenna for her 10th error of the night. Does have 12 kills to lead the Fighting Saints. Here we go. Oh, no. Simon had to go down and get that one, but it goes off the netting. It's a 2-point game. 24-22, third set. Fighting Saints trying to extend this to a fourth set. Babuskow the dig, Lull, the set, swing, down! We're going to 4! Kirstein finds the open court on the back line, and the Fighting Saints win their first set of the evening. It is now a 2-1 match in favor of Indiana University South Bend, but the Fighting Saints have some momentum for the first time this evening. We're back here in a few moments. We'll break down the third set. Get you ready for the fourth on the USF Sports Network. Welcome back to the Pat Sullivan Center. It's 2-1 in favor of Indiana University South Bend. The Titans won the first two sets, have given up this third set to the Fighting Saints, so we're going to 4. The Fighting Saints won the first match between these two teams 3-1 back in September. But tonight, there's a couple of names that have just really dominated for the Titans. Carson in particular, 14 kills. Maish has 12. Not to mention their setter, Lake, has 26 assists tonight. Hannah, the only person even close, with 5. Just 2 setting errors as well among all of those reps for her. She has done fantastically tonight. She's also found a way to get 2 kills in there on 13 attacks, hitting .077 thus far. All right, here we go. 4th set time. Do the Fighting Saints have what it takes to force a 5th set? Babuskow saved by Wasco and a free ball over. Lake, near side, Maish blocked! A wildly saved attempt from Maish goes out of bounds, and it is a Fighting Saint point, but we have a St. Francis player down. Looks like her potential ankle will step away while the training staff tends to her here on the USF Sports Network. Jenna Wasco was helped off the court by the training staff. Hopefully she's able to return tonight. But in the meantime, stepping in is Olivia Cosgrove, the sophomore out of New Lenox. Attended Providence Catholic, did get 22 blocks last year, 3 of which were solo. Ended the year with 31.5 points. She's going to have to play well here in this 4th set for the Fighting Saints. Lake looking in the middle again for Bruckner. That has worked quite a few times tonight. Cosgrove tries to go over on 2. After a block, the Fighting Saints have to reset. Lake looking for Maish. Dug by Simon. Teskey for Hungate. Bang! Riley Hungate has been Jekyll and Hyde tonight. 13 kills, but 10 errors. She's found a way, though, to work through it all. Fighting Saints lead this 4th set 2-0. Simon the serve. Maish the swing. Dug by Babuskow. Teskey for Hungate again. Long. She has missed long consistently tonight. That is her 11th error on the evening. Maish will serve for the Titans on the right side of your screen in maroon. Teskey sets Cosgrove, who touches it just slightly down off the block of the Titans on IUSB's side. It is a point and a kill for Olivia Cosgrove, who comes in and finds a way to contribute after the injury. See if she comes back into the match today. Saints by 2 early on 4th set, trying to force a 5th one after conceding the first 2 sets of the match. Hall checked in and served. Hall sets Hungate. Touch! Roller! Nice dig by Hannah! Not quite a pancake, but she did have to dive for it. And another big swing on the way from Bruckner. Bruckner again on the right side now, touches it and puts it in between 2 Fighting Saints. It was Hall and Teskey that were the 2 closest individuals to that one, but it is a kill for Bruckner, her 3rd, and South Bend is down just a point now in the 4th set. Hannah the run-up and the delivery. And Babuskow's pass is a poor one. And right now, the DS play has just been inconsistent as well for Coach Courier. Hasn't quite found the piece that would play consistently to her liking quite yet in this match. There has been good play throughout the year from the DSs, do not get me wrong. But tonight's just an off night from that group, and now the libero, Simon, with a poor pass attempt, and South Bend has taken the lead. It's 4-3 after the ace. Sydney Hannah on a bit of a streak here. 3 straight. Hungate the dig. Hall the set. Teskey, touch pass, blocked, and Teskey goes right back over with it. Hannah has to set. Carson is blocked, and it's a poor pass. Maish with a wild effort, able to get it over. Hall, big swing in the middle of the court. Delaney Kirstein does it again. The middle hitter out of Joliet, she's a lifer. Went to JCA and came here to the Fighting Saints at the University of St. Francis to continue being a Joliet legend. And a big swing in the middle of the floor. Riley Grott silences the crowd. Titans in the lead again, 5-4. Hall, mistimed, and a net violation on a Hall. The attack was mistimed. Simon, Hall, in the middle, it's a sidewinder. Kirstein couldn't quite get on the same page with Hall. And it's a 3-point lead for the Titans. Fighting Saints with some work to do here in this 4th set. Hall looking far side. Rodriguez, yes! Rodriguez tonight, that is her 2nd kill. Does have 4 errors, however, for a hit percentage of -118. One of 5 players thus far, 6 players, check that, to play in all 4 sets for the Fighting Saints. Here's Wasco. Hannah the dig. Lake the set. Carson the swing. Dug out by Wasco. Hall sets. Rodriguez. It was tipped at the net. Continued back. Good effort from the Titans. And now Hungate tries to drop it in between all the maroon jerseys there in the middle. Carson again, another big swing. And it's a net violation on the block. Didn't ever see a number put up by either official, but it is a net violation, presumably on Woodrich. Rodriguez slaps it over. Lake goes over on 2. Ball handling error. Lake, who has had such a good night, with the rare mistake. Teskey put some spin on that one. Lake looking for Maish. Dug, but right into Olivia Cosgrove and Woodrich, who are just coming down from their block attempt. So they couldn't do much with that one. It's a 9-6 South Bend lead. We're still early in this 4th set, but the Fighting Saints have not looked like the Fighting Saints of the 3rd set. Looking more like the Fighting Saints of the 1st and the 2nd set, which, if you're just tuning in, both went the way of the Titans. Rodriguez tries to get it over underhand, and Hungate dives on the floor but is unable to get it up. Timeout coming from Courier. And there it is. We'll step away while both of these coaches get their teams ready for the final stretch. We're in the fourth set. Fighting Saints want to play 5. We'll see if they can do it when we come back on the USF Sports Network. South Bend up by 4 as we welcome you back to the Pat Sullivan Center. Alex Melkar's on the call with you. That dig by Hungate's going to go off the basketball hoop. It's going to come back down. Simon gets it. Rodriguez a swing into the net. Rodriguez has 5 errors tonight. And again, it's just been that kind of night for the Fighting Saints. Nothing quite going their way. Some of it self-inflicted, some of it just the roll of the ball. But when it rains, it pours. Saints trying to fight through that. Hungate, a nice dig. Had to get on the ground for it. Rodriguez will swing, but it's right into the arms of Riley Grott. Maish with the attack for the Titans. Dug out by Simon. Teskey the set. Cosgrove hits long. Didn't quite finish her stroke. (12-6) in favor of South Bend. Hungate, Teskey, tapped over. We'll see if that goes as a block or a kill. But Kendall Gertis is going to get credit with a point either way. They're going to go block, so Woodrich the attack error. Block by Kendall Gertis, and it's 13-6. Titans with some separation. Up a touchdown. Simon puts it off the net. Masana didn't time it right. 14-6. So a couple of changes there for the Fighting Saints. Checking back in, Maya Broadway, who actually started the match. Broadway pops it up. Yet another ace. That's their 11th ace. IUSB has feasted on the serve receive for the Fighting Saints tonight. Masana. Oh, mistimed. Cosgrove and Woodrich were in the area. Neither knew who was going to go for it. Cosgrove just had to pop it over. Good swing by Adams, but it was dug out by the Fighting Saints. Rodriguez a push over. Maish, big swing. Broadway off her fingertips. And this is one the Fighting Saints, if they're unable to make the comeback now down by 10 in the fourth set, that they'll feel like they left it out there. There were opportunities in this match. This is a bit of a frustrating one for the Fighting Saint faithful and for the players, obviously, as well. Hungate, her attack was blocked, and a nice play by Maish to put it down in the middle of the court. (17-6), and this is the largest lead the Titans have had tonight. And checking in now for the first time, going to see Malaya Morris. the outside hitter from Plainfield Central, a freshman. 17.5 points this year, as that one misses long. It's a service error by Riley Grott. Serve from Babuskow. Set from Lake, kill from Maish. And when it rains, it pours. It really does. It's just been a series of miscues tonight, and the Titans have just flat out played a fantastic game, maybe one of their best of the year. Obviously not all that familiar with the South Bend program, but I do know they've struggled this year. And tonight they're playing like a top team in the conference. Bruckner with a running attack. Big swing out of the freshman Morris. Finds herself a kill, her first of the match. Just her 14th on the season. Has struggled with control on her swings. 18 errors entering the match tonight. Has appeared in all of 24 sets. And Simon has served down 10. Maish. Lake. A running attempt by Gertis is handled. Morris again trying to get it over, and she has 2 kills in 2 plays. So Malaya Morris off the bench, having herself a fine little night here. And this is an opportunity for her to show what she can do to the coaching staff, that she deserves more time, and thus far, she's playing like it. Lake, Maish. It's a continuation. Maish again. Nice dig from Babuskow. Masana looking for Morris. Long stroke. And it's causing some trouble for the Titans. It's a free ball. Babuskow calls out mine. Set. Big swing. Masana to Kirstein. Kirstein tonight. That is her 7th kill. Hitting .235 on 17 total swings. 18-10 now in the 4th set. Might be too little too late, but we'll see what the kind of push the Fighting Saints can put together here. Ace! And Simon gets the 3rd ace of the night for the Fighting Saints. Her first. And South Bend will use one of its timeouts here to try to put a stop to the momentum the Fighting Saints have gained. Went from down 10 to down 7. So we'll see the kind of push we get here from the Fighting Saints into the final stretch, but it's been all IUSB tonight. Still a long way to go in this one. We're in the 4th set. Fighting Saints want to play 5. A lot of work to do if they want to get to that point. We'll be back in a moment on the USF Sports Network. And Simon's on a run for the Fighting Saints. We'll try to keep that going here out of the South Bend timeout. 18-11 in favor of the Titans in the 4th set. And that's going to be another ace. Second consecutive ace for Ann Simon with a timeout in between them. Just the 4th ace of the night for the Fighting Saints. The Titans have had 12. Lake sets Bruckner, but the Fighting Saints are able to rally. Cosgrove is blocked. It's a continuation now. Morris will have her try. Hannah had to jump for that one, but she did get it. Maish is blocked. Maish goes back over. Out of reaction, she threw her arm at it, and she slung it over the net and out of bounds. Down by 5 now, 18-13. 1 point at a time. Thinking 1 point at a time here. One possession to the next. Offense to defense. Here we go. Lake for Maish. Nice touch at the net to make the dig easy. Cosgrove punches it. Dug out on the back line. Lake for Bruckner. Blocked, but out of bounds. Six-point game. It's the same number of points the Titans need to finish it. Masana. Kirstein does it again. She has had a nice night. 7 kills, 2 errors, and hitting at .278, which leads the team in players that have played all 4 sets. Hall back into the game now. She's in her second set of action. Hannah, the dig. Lake looking for Carson. A two-handed dig from Babuskow. Hall looking for her freshman counterpart, Morris. And correction, Hall is a junior, but a first-year player with the Fighting Saints, a transfer. Morris is a true freshman, and Morris put it in to the net there. It's 20-14. 5 points for South Bend to end it. Saints need to go on quite the run here if they want to play 5. They dropped the first 2 sets to South Bend, came back, won the third, and now they need the run of the year to get this to 5 for a chance to win it. Teskey finds a way. Keep chipping. Down by 5. Maish the dig. Lake looking for Bruckner, and it was out of her reach. 20-16. It's a 4-point game. This is a deficit the Fighting Saints have faced twice already in this match. 2 times they have faced the 20-16 deficit. Both times they're unable to overcome it. Third time the charm, and that's a poor set. It's a 3-point game, 20-17. Timeout, South Bend. Their second of the set. And the energy in here picking up once again. The Fighting Saints trailed by 10. They've cut it down to 3. 2017, 4th set. We're back in a moment on the USF Sports Network for the thrilling conclusion of this match and 4th set on the USF Sports Network. Welcome back to the Pat Sullivan Center. Fighting Saints down by 3. 20-17. They trailed this match by 10. This set, rather, by 10. And they found a way to cut it down to 3. Riley Hungate to serve. The leader, the captain. Had an interesting night. 13 kills and 11 errors. She has a chance here to get the Fighting Saints closer to the finish line, and an error out of bounds will make it more difficult to do so. It was a hodgepodge down there. And South Bend has the ball again to serve, up by 4, needing just 4 points now to close this out. It's in the hands of Emily Adams. Simon the dig, off the antenna. (22-17). And that timeout was just perfectly taken by Callie Topolsky, the second-year head coach of the Titans. Titans won all of 3 matches last year. They've tripled that thus far this year and are playing really well here tonight. Rodriguez blocked, but Simon keeps it alive. Hall looking for Teskey, and Teskey gave a good run at it. This could be a free ball, and it is. Hall, Teskey dropped it in there, and they have to go over again for a free ball. Hall, far side Rodriguez, tap shot. Carson keeps it alive. Hannah has to go over. Free ball yet again. In the middle, and they finally put it down. Delaney Kirstein does it again for the Fighting Saints. 22-18, it's a 4-point set again. See what they have here. Kirstein will do the serving. Tonight, 2 aces and 1 error. Carson blocked out of bounds. Looked like Teskey and maybe Hall went up for that one. Simon checking back in. And the Fighting Saints will take their last timeout. Down by 5 in the 4th set. 23-18. They need quite the run here. They cannot allow 1 point before they get to 24 to even have a chance. And the Fighting Saints as a team are hitting positively now. After the second set, they were in the negatives. But they've got it up now to 0-5-1. South Bend staying steady at 124. 51 kills tonight for the Titans, and that's what sticks out to me. 51 kills, USF just 35. 13 aces to 4. Although the Titans have struggled at the service line at times, 10 errors to USF's 3. Fighting Saints have more blocks in total with 7, just 1 more than what the Titans have, and that is a long serve from Carson. 23-19. This is a deficit that was faced in the first set by the Fighting Saints. They were unable to overcome it. Masana is in, Cosgrove is in, Hall is out, Teskey is out. All right, what are you made of here, Fighting Saints? Let's see it. It's Masana at the service line. Maish, Lake, running attempt, goes over on 1. Titans will reset. Hannah, Maish again. Simon a running dig. Masana sets it, and Cosgrove just has to put it over. Live to play another day. And a nice slide. Simon got it up. Hungate keeps it up. Masana can't get it over. It was a line drive, had no distance. Good effort from the Fighting Saints, though, to even have a chance at getting that ball back over. And Kerbasser into the match today on that slide. At the service line now here, Masana pops it up. Cosgrove times it, swings it, and it's dug out by Hall. Cosgrove again over and handled by Lake. Maish blocked, kept alive. And that's touched, whether it was at the net or on the second time through. And now another Fighting Saint is down, and that was set point and match point for the Titans. Well, it was exciting at times, but the Titans win the match 3-1, winning the last set 25-19. They were led tonight by Maish with 16 kills, hitting 113. Also had 15 digs. And Carson also had 16 kills tonight on 44 swings, hit 205. 3 aces tonight from Grott, which didn't even lead the team. Ordinarily that would lead a team, but Adams had 5 go along with her 10 digs. And Hannah, the libero, 27 digs tonight. Did not have a kill, but did have 2 aces to gain 2 points. But the Titans with a huge road win for them. They improved to 10-16 and 6-6 in the conference. The Fighting Saints fall to 14-12, 10-3 in the conference. And that's a frustrating match for the Fighting Saints, who at times had control of this match but were never able to take advantage. And the Titans, when their opportunities came about, they did take advantage. And it's the attacking errors that really added up tonight for the Fighting Saints. 28 total attacking errors tonight, hitting at just a .044 percentage. Just 4 aces, 3 service errors for them tonight. And they did block the ball relatively well, all things considered. They had 6 total blocks. But it is Indiana University South Bend that comes out tonight victorious, winning it 3-1. And what a night it was for South Bend here at Dig Pink Night. The Titans rose to the challenge on the road after getting beat pretty bad at home by the Fighting Saints earlier in the year. I'd like to thank Dave Laquetta, Director of Athletics here at the University of St. Francis, as well as Director of Sports Information, Miss Amanda Jensen, for their hospitality tonight. It was a great evening of volleyball for South Bend, at least. The Fighting Saints, some things to shore up in the coming weeks, but for now, they're still in second place of the conference pending what St. Xavier does here tonight. That'll do it for us here at the Pat Sullivan Center. I'm Alex Malcars. Thanks for tuning in on the USF Sports Network, and we'll see you later this week for more Fighting Saints athletics action.